Who would want to steal something? Usually, the only incentive to steal something is if you don't have it. So, one of the things you have to protect yourself against in life is people who steal your peace. Your peace is the only thing that will keep your sanity, that will keep your health, and that will keep you centered in life to go forward. That's why it's so valuable. That's why a lot of people want to steal your peace. Without peace, you can't prosper. There's three main things that'll steal your peace in life. Number one is people. The wrong people in your life will steal your confidence, and your confidence is linked with peace. The wrong people will make you look at humanity in general like a complete disaster, and which sometimes I feel. Sometimes I've been so let down, disillusioned by people that they seem like they're nice or they seem like they're just dumb and they're trying to do the best they can. But then you realize they're deceptive. And even though they act nice or they act ignorant, they have they have their own selfish motives and nasty motives. Sometimes you rather just someone say, look, this is who I am, rather than be phony. You can always identify a thief because a thief will hang out with other thieves. Sometimes people will say, I love you, I love you. The question is not, do you love me? It's, do you love yourself? That's why sometimes too, as I get older in life, I keep away. I protect myself from people who look too much up to me or claim they love me too much, because they're looking for me to give them peace. Can't do it. I'd be lying to you. I wouldn't be your friend. I used to do that. I did that, well, not with all, but with one girl I remember. I put her on a pedestal so much that I remember her telling me one night, I was expressing my love for her, and she was telling me one night, like, look, Sam, you got to love yourself. So that's a red flag. That's a thief of peace, because I was causing, in that relationship, I was causing peace to leave our union. An insecurity or an obsession will cause peace to be taken away. Protect your peace. And that's why I tell you there's a level of your journey you have to walk alone, because peace is found through your own acceptance, through your own self-worth, which is a journey. And again, back to acceptance, that you kind of accept that the world is just kind of imperfect, that people aren't perfect, and you learn to identify thieves, and not people who steal your bike, people who claim to act like they're nice and then they go hang around with other trolls or other destructive people. Never stand up for someone who claims that they have a mental illness or that they're a nice person, but then they go back to hanging around other nasty people, okay? Because they don't have any self-worth. They don't. I'll try to tell you right now, don't be fooled by a lot of people. They're thieves. They claim to be so righteous, and not like righteous like religiously, but like righteous like they're doing the right thing and they're like, fighting a good fight or whatever. And then they go right back to hanging with trash. Like my girl Showgirls used to say on this channel, trash hangs out with trash. Never forget it. And I'm not just talking about like people who do drugs hang out with drugs. I'm talking about people who have a destructive mind, that gossip, that bullshit all day. They hang out with each other and they'll steal your peace. Protect your peace. A peace is not drama. Peace is the opposite of drama. And most people like drama. I had a guy, he was probably a little fucking mentally handicapped or whatever. He was on some type of thing. One day he'd come on his channel, next day he'd be irate. And I don't know what his issue was, but I tried to be nice to him. But the bottom line is he had to shut down his channel because he couldn't handle the mental drain of YouTube. But then he would go on other people's channel and cause drama. And some people claim they want peace, but they give into drama. It's negative. It's negative. You got to protect your peace. Your peace has a price. What's the price? The willingness to walk alone. The willingness sometimes to walk away from some money. I walked away from inheritance. Why? I wanted some peace. Behind every lazy person is someone living under the roof of someone else paying the bills. And they don't have peace. They don't have confidence because they can't say shit. Someone else is paying the bills. You'll never have peace until you love yourself, until you do for yourself. It's true. People steal your peace, but you allow people in your life. Okay. Number 2 is environment. I reflect on that a lot as I get older. The weather, yes, but not just the weather. The crime rate, yes. The culture, the people. Your environment will either increase your peace or increase your anxiety. It's true. Travel around. Within your state on the weekend, go to different areas. And not just, like poor areas and rich areas, just different areas. Because there's different areas for different people. And you're going to find your peace in the environment that is best for you. That's important. It's important. We're talking about little things that you make adjustments with in life so that you can get through life as best as possible. It's a battle every day. Okay. And a big part of the battle is just protecting peace. Because like I said, without peace, you can't show up. Showing up is the number one way you get ahead. Look, I was stressing about, I had jury duty. I got a jury duty summons over the weekend. And I was stressing about that. Of course, I had work today. And someone said last night, good viewer Tony said, Sam, just tell him you live in your car and you struggle with this or that and make an excuse. And I talked to a couple people and they all told me the same thing. They said, Sam, if you just act like a psychopath, you can get out of jury duty. I'm not going to do that. Okay. Just like I'm not going to live with fucking relatives because I'm too lazy to work. I'm not going to do that. Guys, I showed up today to work and I called the courthouse and they said, look, you know what? This was a different day anyway. We're going to push it back 6 months and we'll put you back in like the lottery of people who will be selected. Now, if I would have listened to other people, sometimes to protect your peace, you have to be willing to feel a little bit of anxiety. You have to be willing to feel a little bit depressed because that's human. There's plenty of people that medicate a little bit of resistance and then they never go past it. See, peace is not that you don't go through a storm. Peace is that you're willing to fight through the storm. It's ironic, but this is the mystery of faith. Okay. But your environment, the people and the situations around you, okay, affect how you feel. Influences. Like, some people allow social media or regular people or anything to influence their fear factor. They masturbate to the coronavirus. They dread, there was this one guy used to watch my channel. He came in here every night when we were looking like we were going to go to war with South Korea when Trump first got in office. Every night he would come and say, nuclear war is imminent. Nuclear war is imminent. It's 4 years later. Next year, Trump may not even be in office. We may be at war with a different country. We don't know. What are we talking about? We're talking about, guys, why would someone come in here escalating a 5-alarm fear factor with a virus, with nuclear war? Why? Because they themselves don't have peace. Who wants to steal something? Whoever doesn't have something. A thief is trying to get what they don't have. You have to protect your peace. Does that mean you are oblivious to what's going on in the real world. Guys, I live in the real world more than most people. See, most people who are scared of like life and scared of the psychopaths, they're bunkered down in their house, in their mom's basement, doing men going their own way videos. Guys, I'm dealing with the disaster out here. Okay, people coughing in Starbucks, fucking coronavirus everywhere, God forbid. And it does. Look, it wears you out being in public. And that's why I really hone in on some of these things now, because, look, living as a nomad, you're living in society more than the average person. You have to really self-care the shit out of your life, man. And part of self-care is protecting your peace. Right people in your life, right environment, and right influences, what you watch. You know, I could watch some YouTube videos get me irate, or get me fearful, or get me upset, or get me sad. You know, I won't even watch Finding Nemo anymore. I won't watch The Lion King. Why do I want to make myself sad? Do I want to cry that the Lion King, that the mother gets killed? Do I want to cry if Nemo gets lost in the ocean? And then when I go to swim in the South Florida Ocean, I get sad because I think I see Nemo? Guys, come on. I had a girl in here. She claimed that she was sexually molested when she was young. And what would she do on the weekends? Watch rape abduction videos. Like the CNBC killers. It's like, I don't know. Committing trauma again to the mind. You got to protect your peace. Some people don't have peace. They don't know where to start. Well, damn it, $5 Super Chat Savant. Life is too short to worry about world problems and people. I worry about me. I love me the most. Well, I like self-love. And when you love yourself, you can love society and you can be a better asset to society. I saw some guy on a video this morning. Thank you, Savat. Real selfish guy, Robert Kavatsky or something. He's got a book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And this one guy was interviewing him, Value Entertainment. And he was asking, because this guy was saying, like, look, the financial collapse of the system is imminent. It's imminent. And the one guy was like, okay, well, what do we do as a humanity to prepare for a collapse so we can make it better? And he was like, well, I'm just going to hunker down with, my small group and we're going to make money and he was like, I understand what you're going to do, but what should society do? What can the average person do? And he was like, well, just buy gold. Some people sell fear. It's their business, literally. Selling gold is selling fear. It is. They've been doing it since the beginning of the time. Am I mad if you want to buy gold? Buy whatever you want. Savat, thank you, brother. I'm going to buy Starbucks with that $5 Super Chat. I ain't buying no damn gold. Savat says, for the last 10 years, he has been saying the same thing. I know. I saw you. Yeah, damn right. I know him. End of the world around the corner. Damn it, Savat. Good job. Yeah. And his company went bankrupt, I think, last month. One of his companies. As I said, always look at someone's fruit. Always look at someone's actions. They claim to know everything, but maybe their marriage is falling apart, their finances are falling apart, but they have a big show. Guys, everyone's human. Everyone goes through financial hardship, mental hardship, physical hardship, some more than others. But no one has all the answers. And that's why don't start to put anyone on a pedestal. And your girlfriend doesn't have all the answers. Your boyfriend doesn't have all the answers. Don't put anyone on a pedestal. You say, Sam, I love you. I love you. Do you love yourself? And I had that thrown right back in my face too. And I had to eat that pill. And I didn't take the red pill and join men going their own way. I took accountability and said, you know what? I put this girl on the pedestal. It was my own fault. I should have respected her, but I should have also had my own life. Protecting your peace is having your own life, even if you want to be in a relationship. Because if you don't have your own life, you only have peace when someone else texts you. You only have peace when someone else says you want to go on an adventure together. You don't have anything like, guys, you're going to born alone, die alone. Not that, I hope you have some great times along the way and that all of us go peacefully. But what I want to tell you above all else, and we're going to go all live comments, is this world could be hard, but this world could also be good. But through your journey, protect your peace. Protect it from the wrong people, protect it from the wrong environment, and protect it from the wrong influences, the wrong videos, the wrong articles. Be conscious of everything that's being said out there, because you have to kind of know what the waves of society, what's going on. But you are responsible for protecting your peace, no one else. Because the only way for people to get attention a lot of time is drama and fear. And you can waste a lot of your life buying into that hype. And some of it may be real, but the bottom line is always comes, what can you do to change it? And the only thing you can do a lot of times in life is change yourself. Okay? That's the message tonight, guys. Stay positive. If you have an ex-wife I got a good friend. He went through a divorce recently. Okay. And I respect him and his ex-wife. It just happens. Sometimes it just happens. And I asked him, I said, how'd your weekend? He said, the weekend was a disaster. I said, why was it a disaster? He goes, well, he has a child. He took his child to the birthday party to his ex-wife's house, and he brought his girlfriend. And the ex-wife and the girlfriend were fighting with each other. I said, brother, you have to learn to separate that. Okay, they cannot be in the same environment. Okay, your environment is part of your peace. Your ex-wife and your new girlfriend, it's just not the time, or maybe they'll never be able to be around each other. And you have to separate it. And he said, I know, Sam. He goes, but my kid wanted like my girlfriend there because they spend time together. I said, brother, how old's your kid? 7 years old? I go, she probably also wants a pony. Okay. As an adult, your kids are going to want a lot of things, but you have to, above all else, your child needs you to have peace. Like you could tell your daughter, don't go dating some psychopath, even though you had sex with a psychopath and that's why you have a daughter. But your daughter looks at you like, you don't have peace, Mom. How can you tell me what to do? And believe me, I've seen that. And same thing, you could be an OCD, anal retentive father. Okay. And you could tell, your children, don't worry about this or don't worry about that or don't do this, don't do that. But they look at you like a ball of anxiety. Okay. That can't even handle if the label is wrong in your cabinet drawer. People are watching your actions more than your words. Never forget it, Gerald. $2 super chat. Sammy, Starbucks fun. Thank you, brother. Shout out to you, Gerald. Inflation high as hell right now, man. I'm going to do a video on that tomorrow. The 1,000 Trails Camping Pass. It went up again this year. Inflation's high, man. So, Gerald, thank you, brother. Thank you, Savat. I appreciate you very much. And I'm thankful. Heart emoji to you. Love to you and our new Floridian Savat, because I think he's coming down to Florida. All right, guys, I'm rolling down my window. South Florida, 80 degrees plus today, 80 degrees tomorrow. Then we're going to have a cold front. We're in the 70s for a couple of days. Let me take a hydration break. Love yourself, guys. If you haven't already, click that thumbs up. Show me some love, but don't put me on a pedestal. Hank Life, damn it, brother. I hope you're still in here, man. I appreciate you, man. Hank Life, hang in there, man. How's the camper van? Hank Life was living out of his van. He got in an accident, him and his doggy in Florida. Shout out to all my Floridians out there. But then after his car accident, I think he got a small camper, and he was saying it was a pain in the ass to bring it around in different areas. So, Hank, did you get rid of that small camper? He's still hanging in there, man. Good to see you, brother. Love to you. Thank you for all your love. Jelly Jams. Hey, Sam. Jelly Jams. Stay positive out there. Don't talk to your ex-boyfriend or your ex-husband. I don't know what it is. Why? Because you are still building your self-confidence, and you need that for your peace. Every time you start to get your wind and your confidence back under you, and you allow your ex-boyfriend to come back into your life, what you're basically doing is saying, here, take my peace. The thief comes to destroy, to rob. And you have to be on guard, vigilant, okay? And what I can tell you is, it's not a game out there. Good job. Savat, good evening all. Savat, thank you again for that love, brother. Give me the Florida update, man. Froggy Creature, shout out to Miami. Good evening, pal. Good evening to you and love to you. Appreciate you always coming back, man, and being positive. You've been around for a while, brother. God bless you. Savat, they sick. There's a lot of people out there that are sick, but there's some that are positive. I was a little bit upset today. Not that upset, but I was like disillusioned with people. But I have to be very cautious with that, because being online as a creator and dealing with a lot of people with different mindsets, I tend to think that all of humanity is like that. But then I deal with people at Starbucks or at the public park or in general, and most people are decent, at least like in public, okay? And what I've realized is a lot of people that are trolling online or just sharing online, they don't have to be trolling, they spend most of their life online. And they're toxic because they're just not building their own life. And so, like, I have to be conscious of, Sam, these people who are into this negativity, that's their life. Okay, there's some people like me, like you can use the online community as an asset, depending on what you're looking for, what you're watching, okay, what your influences are. But it's very deceptive because I saw, like I said, I saw some guy, he was preaching for the past year that he's like this righteous person or whatever. And I always like had a little bit of a red flag. Always trust your instinct. If something tells you something ain't right about this pastor, about this person online, trust your instincts, man. Because initially I was like, I don't think I can deal with this guy. But then I say, you know what, I'm going to let him in because he was acting nice. But then I say, you know what, this guy hangs around with trash, okay? And he invites drama in his life. He does. And it hurt my heart to have to cut him out again. And I didn't, should you tell someone when you cut them out of your life? No. You don't tell a thief that you're getting ready to lock them out of your house. You don't tell a thief that you're calling 911 necessarily. Because it's only going to enrage or instigate. Okay? And so what I could tell you in life is just keep it moving. Do what you need to do to protect yourself and just keep it moving. Good job. I remember this guy on an I Hate Life video, LMNT. Good to see you, man. 115, I'll call you. Wagman fam. I don't know what that means, but hopefully it's positive, man. Good to see you, brother. Free to be me. Peace comes after chaos. Sometimes that's true, brother. Good to see you, free to be me. Sometimes, we have to go through a devastating thing. Like there was the Kobe Bryant memorial. I didn't watch it, but I saw some of like the highlights on YouTube. And, sometimes when you have a devastating thing like that, some people, they're grieving, but they have a peace because they've been emptied. Sometimes the storm flushes out everything. You may be left with a void. But yeah, does chaos bring peace? After it leaves, it can. But that's, then we get really like down this road of being like really over philosophizing life. So what I could tell you is that may be true. But focus on keeping the right people in your life, the right environment, and the right influences. Because who wants to steal your peace? Whoever doesn't have their own. That's the bottom line. And it's always been like that and always will. Savat, thank you again, brother. Life's too short, so let's just keep doing the right thing as best we can. Stay positive, and appreciate you, brother. Savat, for the last 10 years, been saying the same. I know him, end of the world around the corner. Well, hey, guys, if it comes, it comes. There ain't nothing we can do to control it. Good to see you, man. Juliano, hey, Sam. I hope you're having a good day. Overall, it's positive. I was thankful I showed up and called Savat. Dropped a friend of 20 years, too much drama. Well, Savat, what I could tell you is thank you, number one, and number two, you did the right thing. When in doubt, cut people out of your life, because if they're about drama, it's gonna leak into your life. And keep your circle small, especially as an adult, man. I mean, you're going to realize that in life. You're lucky if you have a few good friends. Because if your circle is corrupted, then you're going to walk around the streets and you're going to hate everyone at Starbucks. You're going to hate everyone everyone you're going to be looking at like this fucking person. Because you don't have, that's the one thing. Maybe I'll do a video about that. You make me think about that. Thank you, brother. The one thing I guess I do miss about having a house or a place to call home as far as like a steady location every night is a sanctuary. Even if it was an RV lot with a travel trailer on it, something like at the end of the day, you come home, you're not in a campground, you're not in a public parking lot, and you rebuild your peace through a sanctuary. There is some value there. There is. Why am I saying that? I'm saying because there's time that you need in your personal space. And when you have friends, you're letting them in your personal space, in your sanctuary. And you have to really qualify them. You do. You have to judge them. Not everyone should be very close to you. Not everyone should be in your inner sanctuary. So, Savat, what I could tell you, brother, is I think you did the right thing, brothers. God bless you. And thank you again for your generosity. Thank you too, Gerald. Juliano says, yeah, I hope you're having a good day. Well, I hope you are too, Juliano. Shout out to you and your daughters. Like I said, I was thankful that I showed up to my job and to calling jury duty and that they postponed it and maybe I won't get called in 6 months. So guys, when in doubt, show up. because you make things worse when you don't call back your debt collectors. You make things worse when you don't show up to work. And the people who don't, they want to destroy your peace because they're not doing what you're doing. But they can't get peace by destroying you. I remember there was two guys in the office one time when I was in New Jersey, and there was two guys that would constantly bicker with one another, and they would try to destroy one another. And the one guy had put something like, he put like an article or something like on the cubicle, and it said like, you can't fix yourself by destroying someone else. And I thought that was, now he was playing a part in the drama too. Like Savat was saying, drama's a nasty thing. Good job, Savat. He's a drag on your life. You're damn right. Someone asked me the other night, I think it was my man Luke, he said, Sam, how'd you feel when you cut your father out of your life? Are you still sad about it? I'm sad about it because he did some things for me. I didn't want to. I tried to avoid it. However, I had to protect my peace. And how did I honestly feel after I got him out of my life? I felt less of a burden because he was mentally and emotionally immature. Okay. And it's a burden to deal with those type of people. And I'm a fair-minded person. I think there was a couple relationships with a girl that I was a burden to her. So I'm not like, putting myself on a pedestal. It's true. Roberto, wise, recognize wise. Well, amen to that. Thanks for the upload. Well, damn it, guys. Roberto, man, God bless you, man. Appreciate that, brother. You guys are being kind to me, and thank you very much. Don't take it for granted. And I just want to say thank you. Sincerely appreciated. Roberto, Savat, and Gerald, thank you, man. Thank you. And that's what it is, guys. Look, when you become an adult and mature, and again, I'm 40, and I'm still like, you still go through this. But I look back, even in my early 30s, there were times where I was emotionally immature, okay? And I was a burden probably for other people, okay? So we don't win in every relationship. We don't win in every business venture. Guys, we take losses in life. But it's important to be accountable, not because you want to beat yourself up the rest of your life. There's no value in that. But you want to have peace. Because you can love someone else, but if you don't love yourself, you are going to destroy that relationship through drama. You have to always be cautious when someone is so animate to say that they love you. The feeling, the emotion may be sincere, but the emotional maturity is not there. And I've been there myself. And the best thing that one of the girls that I was dating, one of the times I took an L, the best thing she basically did was saying, look, we got to have limited contact because I couldn't handle just the friendship. Okay. I'm honest. And that's so you got to be honest with your life. You want to keep blaming your ex-husband? You want to keep blaming your ex-wife? You're going to be a fucking disaster. You ain't never going to peace. You'll be joining men going their own way. Bunch of bitter, or some other group. You too movement or whatever. Guys, got to look at your own life, man. You got to start looking at it. Okay, you got to rebuild. But I'm trying to tell you right now, whether it's your father, your ex-lover, or just someone you meet casually on social media, when you get someone who is about drama or emotionally immature out of your life, it's not sad. It's a relief. It really is. Never forget it. Let's continue to read. Gerald says, Savat, you're awesome. Well, Gerald, you're awesome too, brother. I appreciate you. And Roberto, I appreciate you also. Thank you, Savat. Gerald, thank you. You are too. Amen. I like that positivity, man. Good job, guys. Gerald, I'll say Starbucks. Thank you, brother. God bless you and your doggy. Savat says, sure will. Lila Kizak. Protect people, family members. Lila, good to see you. I appreciate you coming back. Stay positive out there. Gerald, guard your heart, Sammy. I believe in that. Amen. And guard your peace. Well, amen, says the choir. Not easy. So full-time job self-care. Good job, Gerald. Savat dropped a friend of 20 years. Too much drama. Well, you did it just in time. Because what I've realized, whether it was with my father or with a girlfriend, because there's been times where I had to give someone else an L, is that people can change. Some people do. Most people don't. People can change. Some people do. Most people don't. But for the most part, if someone's been around your life for 20 years and they're always the X factor. They're always the common denominator between drama. They're always on someone else's drama chat, and then they claim to be a righteous person, not about drama. Then you say, you know what? Even though it was 20 years of maybe some good times and maybe they did something for you, you can't go forward with them because they keep dragging you down. Like you said, Savat, they'll drag you down. And it's a relief to get rid of them. It's a little bit sad, but it's more of a relief. It's true. Lila Akizak. In future, want to do YouTube Live Christmas Light Show 21, 2022 come year. Well, I think that's a great goal. I know that you have a passion for Christmas lights. I watched some of your videos. I left a comment. And I think that's a good generic thing. But I saw one of your videos, even a Christmas light show, someone gave you a thumbs down. Even in this video, someone gives me a thumbs down. So you can do a video, and Lila has done videos about Christmas light show. Okay. But however, there's some psychopath out there, they're going to give you a thumbs down. And what I tell anyone who wants to do YouTube, look, you can do it, but you got to treat it like a job. You got to be consistent. But the biggest negative of it is it's very taxing on your mind. Okay. And other psychopaths who don't have peace, their job is to steal yours. They don't have a job, but they look at their job as a YouTube Avenger. And they're going to come in, and I don't know why, they're dysfunctional. But I don't care if they're dysfunctional. You have to protect your peace. And if you're going to do your passion, whether it's Christmas lights or doing self-help or doing nomad life, there's always going to be resistance. I don't know why. I wish it wasn't like that. However, that's truth. Gerald, I did the same thing, Savat. Good job, Gerald. In Orbit, what's up, man? I seen in Orbit on something, man. What I seen you on the channel? Hey, Sammy, hello from Michigan. Shout out to Michigan. Just listening while at work cleaning carpet. Well, love to you. Good job showing up to your job, brother. Good job showing up to work. Number one piece of it, career advice, show up. Because if you don't show up, you're never going to have peace. What happens when you don't show up to work? I know a couple times when I was younger, when I would do that, I didn't have peace. I've been thinking about it all day. Now people who've just given up and don't go to work, you know what they have? They don't have anything. They live with their relatives. And all they have is online. And then they destroy other people online because they don't have peace. And then you listen to all this nastiness and you think the world is like that. The world's not like that. It's only the online people who haven't done a good job in their own life, and so they want to make the world look nastier than what it is because they're bunkered down their mom's basement. It's true. Juliano, I've had to protect my peace from family members. Well, that's number one line of defense. I agree. Now they can't get me. Now they can't get to me, and they're using my adult children to get to me. That's tough, and I have compassion because children can be used as a external extension of you and to get to you. That's true. And I can't say anything to them without sounding bitter. It's a tough situation. I'm not going to lie to you. However, you pray for the grace of God and wisdom. And I think the best way is just to do you and to be accountable. And not to, like I just told you guys, I took a couple L's in a relationship. I played the part and I did some wrong things. So if you do the same thing and they still don't like it, then too bad. If you could say, look, I got willingly into a relationship. It was unhealthy. I willingly got into it. I did some wrong things too. And that's it. It's over. And I want to focus on going forward. And I don't want anyone else bringing me backwards. So if people can't respect that, then they can't be in your life. However, if you just play the blame game, then that drama just festers on itself. You know what I mean? You play into the fire. So what I could tell you is address it. Because the worst thing a politician can do is not address the question. Address it, but then saying, look, you're moving on. You addressed it. You spoke to it directly. You took accountability for your part in it, and now you're going forward. And anyone that doesn't want to go forward with you, F them. That's all you can do. It's not easy, but I'll pray for you. Savat didn't even realize how much of a drag on life he was. Amen. 100 emoji, Savat. People that are about drama, they're like a sailboat with the sail all the way up, man. They're dragging you around the ocean. It's true. Luke, hey, man. Always peace and love to you. Well, Luke, you've always been positive, and I appreciate that about you, brother. I know you got your own issues. I love you, man. God bless you. Roberto, wise, recognized, wise. Thank you for the upload. Hardest part about YouTube at this point is being consistent. Is not wanting to give up, because sometimes I want to crawl under a rock. Because I just don't like. But however, I'm thankful for connecting with the positive people. So thank you, Roberto. Love to you, man. Joe Gems, you're so right, Sam. I appreciate your videos so much. Thank you for that positive feedback. Really mean it. Thank you for listening. Appreciate that. Paying attention and getting to know your audience. Thank you for that love. You're doing a great thing. Thank you. Spreading love and positivity. Well, Jelly Jams, thank you very much. Uh, Thank you. All I could tell you is thank you. That meant a lot to me. Chris, I wake up each day and follow my routine. Good job. Eat right, gym. I haven't been in gym in 2 days. Pray for me. Set goals. Good job. And when I stumble, I try to get back up. Yeah, I'm not. Good job, man. Try to get back up quickly. You got it down, brother. I feel like it's my responsibility establishing peace and well-being. Damn it, Chris. Thumbs up emoji to you, brother. You nailed it, man. Good job. Luke, I feel I miss my family, but not at the expense of not being truly celebrated, just tolerated. Damn it, Luke. 100 emoji. There are no bad people, but we don't vibe or feel each other's energy. So I have chosen to pull away. Luke, 100 agree with you emoji. Peace be with you, because you're protecting your peace. You're establishing boundaries, and I love where you're going with it. Luke, I definitely feel we need self-care to the point that we thrive and keep moving forward and surround ourselves around things that feed our positive, creative energy. Damn it, Luke. You're on fire tonight. Fire emoji to you, Luke. I've been learning a new skill with eBay from a new dropshipping technique to improve sales, volume, and profitability. I learn in life, the learning never stops. That's true. Or will dry up and get stagnant. Amen. One of the biggest blessings in life is to be able to do what you have a passion for. It's still going to be a pain in the ass because you still got to deal with stuff. But if you could do what you have a passion for and make a living, earn an income off it, that's a blessing from the Lord. However, not easy, but if you live below your means and if you sacrifice and you're consistent, the grace of God be with you. Praise the Lord. Luke, curious, does your sister have a relationship with your dad? No. I was the last sibling that had a relationship with my dad. So I was the only one still talking to him. Luke, does your mom feel peace inside about family situations you mentioned? My mom is at a place of acceptance. She's 72. She still has mobility, but she's not that great enough of health. But she knows that everyone is who they are at this point. Okay, I talked to her today, and she pretty much says, Sam, look, your sisters living a certain life, and when I die in a few years or whatever, they're going to realize the party's over. Okay, because they don't realize how good they have it. And so my mom just knows, look, my siblings are who they are. I am who I am. My father is who he is. So look, yeah, when my mom was in her 40s and 50s and I was in my teens, my mom would try to get all the family together, try to make everyone get along. But that always ended in a disaster because you can't force peace. You can't force peace. And my mom is at a place of acceptance. Okay. And I thank God for that. I thank God that we're able to be at that level together. And she knows, look, she's going to die a certain way. My siblings are going to be who they are. My father's going to be who they are. Nothing's going to change that. I don't understand why. It's a mystery of life, but you don't try to figure it out. You protect your peace and you move forward. That's true. Let's continue to read. Luke. Read that. I read that. Lila Ikizak. Respect your peace and lifestyle. Good job. Church Lord loves you. Do the right thing for the loved ones and respect of family and friends and some people you know or don't know hackers. Well, love to you, Lila. I could feel your energy in your mind trying to focus on the positive in that comment. So I appreciate that you're fighting. You're fighting the good fight. So hang in there, try to stay positive, mind, body, and soul, and just do the best you can. Good job. Right, Share Sean. Sam, thank you for being consistent. Thank you for appreciating me. I agree with you. It makes for a better YouTuber. You got to. Well, I guess you don't have to. Look, I mean, there are many ways to do the same thing in life, and some people are more successful than me doing things different way. However, I can only be me. And everyone has to be them. And so I can only share with you guys what works for me and what I do. And everyone has to do them. Thank you, right here, Sean. BBT, shout out to South Carolina. Good to see you, BBT. What was the temperature today in South Carolina, the home of the Palmetto State? Love to you, brother. Good to see you. All right, guys, I gave it all I got, and you guys were very positive, and thank you for the generosity. Savat, thank you. Gerald, thank you. And Roberto, thank you. Thank you for everyone who left a comment. Thank you for everyone who clicked the thumbs up button. And just remember, the people, the environment, and the influences, what you watch and what you read, affect your peace. Protect it. Peace and love.